Teachers do. Stay up with me, Foxy and Steph Nerd.
Hello.
Hello.
And today we are returning to the Ultimates with Ultimate 3. Now, you were both there for when I went over Ultimates 1 and 2 for my 250th. And we've also gone over Ultimate Hulks. How would you describe the Ultimates?
Pretty insane.
Yeah, over the top.
And jerks! And jerks!
Right? It's like everybody at their peak. And
everyone's an ass. Everyone's an ass.
Yeah.
Very true.
Well,
like
in this case,
they only care about themselves.
Yeah, even Cap is a major douche.
Right. He does not.
And Wasp was the worst.
Yeah, she had some problems.
Even the secondary characters were pretty off.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, in this one, this is when things get worse. It plays off of a plot point, a very minor plot point that happened as a little bit of a fandom nod, and takes the ball and runs with it. Now, in this case, we have Jeff Loeb, who has left DC and come to Marvel, but unfortunately, this is also when he's having his bit of a creator breakdown after the loss of his son to the cancer.
That's terrible.
And basically, the man should not have been given a writing pen. He should not have, but they didn't. Either he powered through or no one saw the problem, which is the big problem is what we get through here.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody definitely should have just had him step away.
Yep. But not that though, but you remember what was implied between Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver? Yeah, waiting to see what happens here.
Oh God.
Yep.
That's not good. It's not a good
that is no, it's not. I shall point out we'll also be covering at least one, maybe two of the annuals, because one of the annuals is essential for this one afterwards. But yeah, it opens up with a sex tape of Tony and Black Widow. Remember, Black Widow was evil. So the Black Widow is back in living color. I always want to be worrying and watching Tony on Larry King with his clothes on. Tony, not Larry. This is all over the internet. And CNN and ABC. NBC at least had the decency to blur out the more graphic parts. It's already on DVD. I bought this version of our street vendor at 53rd and Broadway. Tony, I know it must be incredibly difficult with Natasha's brutal betrayal and death. But where did this come from? It's not off a security cam. It's been edited. With close-ups. Let's go, Janet. Wait, I thought he got over it. Hey, I like the same gum as open-ended as the next guy. I mean, except for Cap. Man, is his face going to be red. How much longer do we have to watch this bitch? Wanda, where are you off to? Meeting's not over. My sister and I have something personal to attend to. Not that it's any of your business. I wasn't talking to you, Pietro. Let it go. Forget this and let it go. Forget the security breach. This is a little triple X fiasco, right? Raises. You have an idea the PR nightmare we've got in our hands? Well, we could always. Boom! Where is she? Tell me where she is, or I'll kill every last one of you. Nice. And now a word from our sponsors. Tony, if you sober up enough, armor up. What the hell? As we have Black Panther and Thor dealing with Venom. Now, I should point out, this is later revealed to not be the real Venom.
Okay.
Hawkeye, wait for backup. Screw that. Now, also remember, Hawkeye lost his family, so he is suicidal.
Yeah,
he has a death wish. All right, you're going to get yourself killed. Yeah, so you know where she is. Don't know, don't care. Got something else for you. Ow. And now I have something for you. Take him, Panther. Enough. You're really annoying. Bye. This is an Ultimates Priority 1 distress call. Iron Man, get your tin-plated ass out here. Cap, I don't know where the hell you are, but we could use you right about... Wasp, I was told you were in charge. Great. She's in charge. Tell me where she is. Wasp, go. I'll deal with Butt Ugly. Eat this. Valkyrie. Now, Valkyrie we saw in one issue of Ultimates 2 when Hank joined that little team of the Defenders. She was there, but remember, they were a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out she somehow got powers. Nobody hits my Thunder God. No, you are not the one. Where is she? Hot. That's like totally gross. Ew. You're a very silly girl who'll look much sillier without a head. Oh my. And God, tomb, Crack-a-tomb. I did not care to be hit from behind, Venom, and I will be damned before I allow you to strike the woman I love. Now, at this point, they for some reason gave him his normal hammer as opposed to the axe.
Okay.
Awesome. But the axe is what made him special.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, he's back to speaking in these and thous, even though he never did that.
Yeah.
You would do the same for me. Yes, I was. Any idea who the she was he was looking for is? And since when does Venom turn into a pile of poo? Let's make sure it's dead. Holster your weapon. With our luck, one of your bullets will ricochet and hit a pedestrian. What the hell is wrong with you, Clint? You call me that name in public one more time and I'll drop you right here in the street. Get that gun out of my face. And for good or for bad, I run this team. I'll tell you to wait for backup. You wait for backup. I went out to put the man down. That's my job. What do you expect me to do? I expect you to try not to try and get killed. What makes you think I'm trying to get killed? I don't know. I'm not the one with a target painted on his forehead. Burp! I'm going to see if I can find Panzer. Great. Today, I think we should get everyone a gift this year. Everyone? It's Christmas, Scrooge. Bah, humbug. Mind if I have a word with you two? What is it, Steve? I may be overstepping my boundaries, but my feeling is that we should be setting an example. And I'm of the opinion that Wanda might want to wear something less revealing out in public. You're right, Captain. I'm glad you have overstepped your pathetic boundaries. Be reasonable, Wanda. You come near my sister again, and I'll kill you. Stand down, Pietro. We're on the same side. Regarding my sister, there's only one side, and that's me. And Merry Christmas, Steve. I can't see from this angle, but I know that look on your face. It's what happens when your 1944 brain can't process present-day anything. I looked into Pietro's eyes. He wanted to kill me. You don't get it, Mr. Rogers, do you? They love each other. Of course they do. They're brother and sister. And now here's the worst thing. For whatever reason, Loeb has them all treat like this. It's fine.
Right.
Yeah, that's
No,
weird.
it's more than that. They're in love, but they are brother and sister. Yep. And you think we've got problem with that Tony Stark video? Just wait until someone in the media figures them out, and someone will, unless we do something about it. Well, while you two generals talk it to death, I've got work to do. The Banster never made it back. I'm going to need its help to track Spider-Man. See what the kid knows about Venom. So, what's your deal, Steve? We hardly ever see you around here anymore. Could have used you and your help last night. I had to get a life of my own, Janet. Really? Want to tell me about it? Actually, no, I don't. Okay, she deserved that!
Definitely.
She deserved that, but I don't get why is she so blasé and seems to be acting like it's a good thing those two are dating. They're brother and sister!
That's so awkward.
It's weird.
It's so awkward. They're like holding hands and being a couple. And,
it's like Clint Barton died with his family, and the only one left is Hawkeye. Tony's locked himself in his bedroom, drinking his way to oblivion. Sora's shacked up with a 19-year-old girl who turned up here 6 weeks ago with the power of a goddess and no real explanation for it. I still can't get a security clearance on a Panzer, except that Cap vouches for a man. Dr. Pym, are you listening to any of this? Hank? Hey, did you fall asleep on me again? Hank? Hank! Pietro, it's snowing. I love the snow. It always reminds me of the winter in the Balkans. Do you remember how we used to stick out our tongues and try to taste every snowflake? Promise me you'll take me back there again, brother. Wanda, whatever happens, I will always bang! Wanda, stay down! Wasp, and K-Bed shot fired on 53rd Street. He's trying to tell him, a radio city musical. Janet, damn it, answer me, wait, woman. Hello, is there anyone at the mansion? We need help. No. I caught it, Wanda. You're safe now. Wanda? Pietro, it hurts. Wanda! I have you.
Oh, damn.
I promise I would always look after you, and nothing is going to happen to you. I promise. Let me through. Let me through. I'm a doctor. Please, let me see her. Quicksilver. And basically that's Donald Blake, who just amounts to nothing but a cameo. A nice little wink wink.
Just went
Who
through
the
his
hell are
hand,
you? I'm a doctor. She's not breathing. Yes, I'm going to have to perform CPR on a bullet wound.
Right? Gonna have to do
sorry.
a lot more than that.
She's dead. So it opens up with her murder.
I don't know. That's kind of a good opener. I'm like thinking about it. That's kind of.
Oh yeah, it's a good opener, but so much of the writing is already way off.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. It's already like some real depressing, but also like, why'd they do that?
Exactly. I mean, Thor's shacked up with a 19-year-old. Well, thank God she's 19 at least.
Yeah, exactly.
If it wasn't 17, heck, 18 would be pushing it.
Yeah, for sure. These two holding hands and acting like it's fine, though. That's a whole other ball game.
Bad enough, I went out to this and this morning to school without a jacket. Who knew I was going to need thermal underwear? All units, one woman down. Oh no, Aunt Macy said she was going to see the Christmas show at Radio City. You hear that? Like a thump? Are you kidding me? We haven't had a new ride in 14 years. Everything has a thump. Ow! 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 You should have stayed down. You should have stayed down, kid. So I could make a much easier target. Now there's a plan. You shot me, you screwball. You're a Hawkeye, aren't you? Oh, and you got your face all covered and your voice muffled. Do the rest of the Ultimates know that you're about 40 cranes short of a box? Maybe I have gone a little crazy. Maybe every time I hear a gunshot, take me right back to when my family, my kids. Or maybe it's all an act to mess with you. I get it. You got problems. How about you go cry your eyes out on Oprah and take me off your list of things to shoot? No? Let's see how you like it on the receiving end. Eat web, cowboy! Kid, if I want you dead, we'd be picking out coffins. I came out here looking for the Black Panther. He got tossed about 10 blocks into the park by your guy, Venom. Now, you just happen to be out here, and I figured you know something about tall, dark, and gooey. I've read the Shield file. That how Venom is somehow related to? Huh? Where'd you go? Boo! I told Nick Fury, and now I'm going to tell all you jackasses who start working for him with a good idea. Stay out of my file. Stay out of my life. And most of all, 3, 2, 1. What are you counting down? Cheater. You'll be out for about 20 minutes. Have a bit of a hangover if you're old enough to know what one of those feels like. But if I find out you had anything to do with Venom paying us a visit, I'll make sure you won't ever get up again. Bite me. Hey! Mission aborted, Hawkeye. You're needed back at base ASAP. Priority 1. What about the Panther? He's my responsibility. How so? Because I just said so. Hey, guys. A little help here? I hate you. And Steve just leaves him!
He just leaves him.
Cap would never leave Spidey, but make sure he's alright, especially knowing he's a kid.
Right. He definitely would have taken him with him.
Hank, if you can hear me, we need to know what you took. There were dozens of pills, and Janet, she's dead. I thought I had the bullet in here, but it could not be stopped. It was an assassination on that bullet, and was programmed to kill Wanda. Pietro, please, slow down. I can't understand. She is dead! My sister! Wanda, she's dead! Is that clear enough for you? And I wasn't fast enough to protect her. I kept radioing for help. Why didn't anyone respond? Wait, what? We didn't get any message. Pietro, find out who did this. Cap went out to look for Hawkeye and the Black Panther. My father was right. I'm sorry, what'd you say? I said my father was right. This never would have happened if we stayed with the Brotherhood. You're upset. The Brotherhood is a terrorist organization. You don't know what you're saying. Warning, main power supply failure. Don't I? And Tasha, Ever wonder why sometimes you talk like it's a movie of Romeo and Juliet with all the Z's and nows? That I speak is true, mayhaps. For the year past, I struggled to prove my identity to the people of Midgard. Now, I have no such conflict. Okay, that's an interesting explanation, but a lame one.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's like he was faking it before, and now he's just being himself.
Yeah, so, because I believe in you, you can be kind of like yourself. Barely. Hee hee, I think it's cutest. Honey, these past few weeks, they've been so awesome. I can't thank you enough for Becky. Something is amiss. Attention, power grid off, proceeding with lockdown. Patroom! Warning, lockdown incomplete, perimeter breach. Lorelei, Blob, Sabretooth, Mystique, and Madrox, the multiple man. You all know what your jobs are. Change the plan and you're dead. And Madrox, send one of you yourselves out to shut up that annoying alarm sound. On it, on it, on it. I can't get this stupid thing odd. Darling, I knew you followed the pieces after I left. I never imagined it would be so dramatic. Natasha, no, I've been drinking and you're dead. See, Tony, we were so close that sometimes you got us confused. I'm not the one who's dead. You Sorry, Tony, but I always thought your taste in women kind of sucked. Look, I think it's all related. Your sex tape hitting the internet, Venom's attack, Hank's overdose, Wanda's assassination. Wanda, damn it, Stark, we're under attack and could use your help, but not if you're a liability. How sober are you? Sober enough. Battle call once again. Thou hast been pressed to honor thy name, Valkyrie. How about that? And yeah, about that. Then don't it bother you that nobody knows how I can do all this Val girl stuff? It is as it is. Believe in thyself. She's a fraud, Thor. Killer. Hey, I heard that. Who the hell are you and how'd you know to get into our room? Kill the girl. Yes, mistress. Mistress, something you want to tell me? Die, pretender. Totally uncool. Again, Loeb is so outdated. This was outdated even back when this came out.
Yeah. It's just cheesy.
Thor, baby, you gotta get your head straight. Don't waste your breath. No man or woman can resist my siren call. Listen, you bitch. I knew a girl like you in high school. Played all of the boys because she was the hottie. She even messed with a guy I liked. The big difference between them and now, I couldn't chop her head off. What I wouldn't give for a nice Gouda cheese right now. When I think of all the years I struggled with bulimia, just look at you. Makes me want to barf. Wasp, gonna eat you up. Yeah. Where do we get to Ultimatum? And didn't you see the sign on the wall in Blob? The magnet strip resides the right to refuse service to anyone. That means you fat tub of goo. You go, Toady. Sorry, I'm just playing him up like he's drunk, because he is drunk.
Right.
Yeah.
Shoot the wound, Hawkeye. I need at least one of them to interrogate. Yeah, well, you know what the best part of killing multiple man is, Cap? There's always plenty more where that one came from. This was a simple bag and tag mission, Patriot. You want it to be a search and destroy? It'll be your head. I want you out of this house, Creed. Suck it. Now, the artwork is what salvages this, wouldn't you say?
Oh, for sure. I still think Hawkeye is like the best looking of all of these characters. Mm-hmm. And then like Spider-Man, they kind of made him look
like Bullseye.
Yeah, he does, but at the same time, he looks like a nasty mix of Hawkeye and Bullseye.
Yep. Using language like that, Creed, is what's tearing apart the moral fabric of this country. Oh, God. Even Millard didn't write Cap like this. If there have been a lady president, I make it so you never utter a word again. Again! You get my problem with this?
The same thing over again.
Again, Steve was very outdated, but he wasn't that outdated.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gone, you sons of bitches! 3 more and I win a stuffed toy! Kill him! Kill him! Kill him! Like, I knew once the power grid shut off you were here. It's unlike you to use the same battle plan twice. I thought you were locked away. Magneto, perhaps I am locked away, and this is all an illusion. My message remains the same. I expect you to turn over my daughter's body. Now is the time to be with family. Family! I am your son, and you shot up my kneecaps. You healed. Wanda will not. How do I know you aren't responsible for her murder? Look into your heart, Peach. And you can answer that question. The better question is, who do you think is going to be of the most value to you in solving her death? The Ultimates or the Brotherhood? Odin, my head odds and odes, my head clear. Yeah, little Miss Heartbreaker just blurred out of here. And you and me got to talk about it, Thor. What the hell? It was Pietro. He pulled them all out of here, and he took Wanda. We're going to have to find them, and although I'm not sure how. And I know you think you've got a murder to solve, but believe me, you've got a much bigger problem on your hands.
Here he is.
Yep.
What is with his outfit?
You see, this is a fast read, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they're good.
They are.
They're very good.
Entertaining.
The Scarlet Witch is dead. Murdered in the streets of New York by an unknown assassin. And before her body's even cold, the Brotherhood, led by Magneto himself, conveniently shows up here, hands you your collective asses, and makes off with the evidence. None of you want to ask why? Okay, why? Pietro called his father. Bull, Quicksilver hated Magneto. That maniac shot his own son in the kneecap. Yep, and yet without an inside man, the Scarlet Witch's body would still be here where I could learn something from it. James, how do you know any of this? Because the X-Men make Magneto their business. Didn't you used to belong to the Brotherhood? Didn't you used to have a wife and 2 kids? And that's it, Beauty. You want to go? Let's go. Beauty, Hawkeye. Oh, I'm going to dig this. Dig this, Barton. And it'd be kind of hard to aim at anything without a head. Do it then. I'd be better off dead anyway. Schnick. What? Oh, did I use my outside voice? What the hell's wrong with you? Burp off, Janet. Watch the language, mister. Burp you too. Hey, no. And Brock, no further fight amongst ourselves. The Brotherhood is where this anger should be placed. You know, you're kind of hotter, if that's possible, when you're angry. Again, this is cringe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very much.
And Thor's right. We need to get Wanda back from the Brotherhood. Easier said than done, bub. And he'll protect them to his death. We've dealt with Magneto before. I'm not talking about Magneto. I'm talking about Pietro. What? I rode with Pietro on a dozen S.H.I.E.L.D. missions. Was glad to have him. There's a ringing endorsement from a guy who's ready to take the gas pipe. How much do you really know about Pietro and Wanda and Lensher? What'd you do? Take Fury's word for it, Dad? And when he said that Magneto's sons and daughters would make bright new additions to the team? Do you even know why Pietro guarded Wanda so? What's in this for you, Logan? And you need to find out who scared the Scarlet Witch. I do too, because we're not just talking about any girl here. We're talking about Magneto's daughter. And she could have been mine. Basically, throughout all this, then we find out that he basically was saved by Magneto's wife and banged her.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
jeez.
That's cringe.
Sounds about right.
Magneto showed up, knocked him out. It happened so fast he didn't even recognize him.
Uh-huh.
All right,
and eventually, when he met up with them and everything, he's getting a look and he feels like maybe that is him. But like I said, he always felt like he didn't recognize him at all. But he definitely felt like, yep, Wanda's the dead ringer for her mother. Eric either pretended not to or honestly didn't remember meeting me in Wundagore. It had happened so fast. That, or he knew that's what seeing his daughter would be like for me, and that could be used to his advantage. Again, this amounts to nothing, I assure you.
Yeah. It's just something to throw in there.
Yep. And then we find out that Magneto had told him to kill Pietro. But when he tried to do it, it was Wanda who created the Savage Land. She just, with her powers, created all the dinosaurs there.
That's insane.
Why? Just to protect Pietro, which again, this makes zero sense.
Right. You went that far?
So yeah, and he got out of there, and that's eventually when he went and joined up. Again, this whole issue is just padding.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not really furthering the story at all.
Oh yeah, eventually they meet up with Black Panther while Cap is missing.
Okay.
That's the Black Panther. Is there a reason you like to state an obvious question? Nope, not really. Tony, like you had me worried. Last I saw you were blasting out up here with the Blob. Where's the ball of blubber? He won't be bothering us anymore. What's that supposed to mean? We got him interrogated. Never mind that. Turns out it's not really Tony here. But we don't find. Turns out Well, first he reveals it was made by Stark Industry, and it turns out he's Ultron!
Oh, shit. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Face reveal.
And then they show up and they meet Kazar and Shauna.
Oh.
Wow.
Those are some one-off characters for the most part.
But they look really freaking good.
They do.
Great characters. Great characters. You know, we're already almost done.
Right. The artwork.
We didn't see a flashback of Xavier and Magneto on heading to Australia with Wanda and Pietro when they were brought down. And then it turns out they had also met up with Kazar and Shauna when they were little.
Huh.
At first, we did live in peace, but as more mutants arrived, Magneto decided we had to go. He slaughtered half our tribe, including my parents. By the way, this is their explanation to why Thor has the different weapons. Turned out it's just one of many. But again, people did not like that explanation.
Right. But also, aren't they from the Savage Lands? And
these two are, yes. And that's where they are currently, in the Savage Land.
Didn't they just say that she didn't create the Savage Lands?
No.
No.
She brought the dinosaurs to the Savage Land.
Oh, okay.
All the other creatures were there.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but then another captain to show up. Come with me if you want to live. That should be a tip off. That was another robot. As Hank is perfectly fine and wakes up feeling like, I need to shrink down into wasp eyes and come with me. There's a conspiracy. It's everywhere. And I think I may be the one to blame.
Uh-oh.
So he's taking out, Hawkeye's taking out a bunch of the multiple men. But then there's Sabretooth. But getting some help from Kazar's tigers.
Oh, damn.
Oh, look, Juggernaut.
Oh, wow. Here it goes.
Yep.
It's not a party for Wolverine until Sabretooth and Juggernaut are there.
Ain't you heard nothing? Nothing can stop the Juggernaut. Uh-oh. Valkyrie lands, and then it's in a dream all of a sudden. But it turns out she's dealing with Mastermind. And Pyro, who was actually a good guy, but for out of the blue, Loeb had to be where he's almost considering about raping her.
What the?
That's crazy.
And but then gets killed.
Okay.
Yep.
Karma.
Gets taken out by Thor, who shows up to help.
Freaking instant karma.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And then Thor comes after him, and it turns out Magneto's somehow able to control metals in the hammer.
Of course. Just like Moon Knight.
Meanwhile, Hank and Janet are wandering, trying to figure out what's going on here. And it turns out, even though he's a robot, Robo Tony's still talking about wanting to drink vodka.
Of course, they have his personality.
Yeah.
Yep. And so they have the Ultron take on the identity of Yellow Jacket, obviously.
Of course.
One more issue already.
Dang.
But yeah, it turns out back when Wanda flirted with the robot. Now in that case, she was about going to see the movie, and she didn't look like that. She was more like, not like that. Turns out her power somehow triggered him to gain sentience.
Okay.
And he became obsessed with her.
And
that he wanted her to take it. But that's who Venom was after. But when that didn't happen, he instead decided to kill her. So he's the one who shot her.
What the heck?
Yep, so he took the name Ultron and then took the name Yellow Jacket.
That's crazy.
This is so random.
Yep. But yeah, basically Magneto's getting ready to mess with the poles. And then there's Ultron with the robotic Avengers showing up. But then it turns out, who was Black Panther? He was actually Captain America. But we'll get to the explanation of that later. What? Can you tell me what the hell's going on here? Why are you dressed as the Panther? Where's the real Panther? Black Panther? Is there a real Panther? We'll discuss it later, Jan. Right now, Magneto is the priority. Okay, there's Mastermind on again. They're ready to do something horrible. But then, with a little help from coaxing, Valkyrie takes them both out. And again,
Good.
Pyro was this is completely just out of character for Pyro, and then he's killed.
Good. Like I said, instant karma.
Yep, everything's starting to go to hell. Thor is getting up, ready to take out the robotic Thor. Take them out! They're all just pounding on each other, just fighting and everything. But then it's like, Ultron even says, like, you're almost like a mother to me. Then I guess that makes me the mother burper! Oh, he's not wrong!
No. Wolverine don't play.
No, that's Hank.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, he and Janet were married, remember?
No, I just saw the yellow and the blue.
Yep, but yeah, so Magneto's able to get out of there. Hank's about ready to shoot him, and he ends up shooting Pietro.
Oh my god.
Which this drives Magneto even further insane. So everything's starting to fall apart as he just takes off with their castle and takes Thor's hammer.
Oh my gosh.
As he's feeling like this is it. All of humanity will pay the ultimate price. Of course, then they're all like, if you intended this to be your final out, Barton, you screwed the pooch. You're gonna make it. Logan. Even though it didn't turn out like anyone expected, it never does, Kazar. We wanted to sink you all. Sink us for what? You came to the Savage Land to lead the revolt against Magneto. He's gone. Our people have taken back what's ours. Cool. You should come visit us in New York. Really? I've always wanted to see the city. A city. Any city. Totally. And bring your cats too. Him? When we get back, you're still under house arrest. What? You're lucky we don't have you sent away for violating the term. Violate this. I'm taking all this crap I'm going to take from you. Okay, this is a case where I will give. This is the only natural progression. Hank finally getting fed up and be like, I helped out again.
Right.
Yeah.
You need to leave me alone now.
And Janet just tells him off and says, we're going to deal with this whole Panther charade. You don't like it? Find another team. But it turns out, who was responsible for Ultron? It was Doom!
Oh, yeah.
Again, like, what? Where the hell did this come from?
Where did he come from?
Right.
Where did
that was
that
all
come from?
Doom's doing. It had nothing to do with Wanda. It was Doom who gave him sentience. Again, and that was it.
See, that's
Yeah.
why I love that.
That was chaotic, though.
It's so over the top and ridiculous.
But then there's also the annual here, where we find out how did everything play out with you know, with Black Panther, yeah.
Oh wow.
So we open up with turns out there is a T'Challa out there, and we get a bit of his origin. Just a brief bit as his T'Challa, little brother, you are a fool. As he's been rescued and everything, helped up, and eventually he is going to become the new Black Panther. But it turns out he's also dealing with Weapon X. They did it to save his life.
Oh.
And he actually gets his own claws.
All right. Wolverine style.
Whatever arrangement you had with Weapon X program has changed. Your son is now the property of the United States government.
Oh, hell
Fuck you, Fury. But oh yeah, now we get this. Like, here's what happened in Ultimate 3. Cap isn't Cap. Black Panther is Cap. What the burp is going on? Hey, watch that language, mister. Keep reading. As we see him and Black Panther sparring with each other. That's enough of that. Over 3 hours. Fury said you were good, but I'm better. Okay, stop. I asked you to take him out for a test drive, not kill him. Panther, hit the shower. Cap, meet me upstairs. He doesn't speak. Some people don't have a lot to say. Change your shirt. See you up top. Well, he's got skills, Fury. I'll give you that. The claws, he can see in the dark too. You think he's ready? Ready for what? The Ultimates. I want him on the team. That's not my call. With what's happened, I'm not sure I want it to be my call. So they branded you a traitor. Boo-hoo. You didn't help. Look, Steve, what happened? The world's a complicated place. You know that better than anybody. That's why we have the Ultimates. With the Widow dead and Hawkeye taking a leave of absence, I've got a team that's short-handed. So I'll ask you, do you think he's ready? I don't know yet. Then take him under your wing and train him. At the end of the day, I think he can be as good as you, maybe even better. He's special, Steve, and he can use a mentor. So basically, we didn't see him training throughout all this, but basically, he eventually realizes that, one, stuff was done to his neck. He goes to Fury about that and demands about it, but he says, Wolverine, like, I've seen Claude before, at least something like that. You're talking about Wolverine. There's a reason for that. They're both mutants.
Okay.
T'Challa is a mutant here.
All right.
But now he's trying to claim that what his father's doing was that. It wasn't. We know that. Basically, though, then he and Tony come up with a plan to get T'Challa out of there.
Okay.
My father, yes, Wakanda is my homeland. If I were allowed to go home, I miss my father very much. Starting with who said you can't go home? Fury, of course. He tried to ask him for it. He won't. So eventually he decides he's going to fake being Black Panther. So he's doing it so the real Black Panther can go home.
Huh.
That's awesome.
Right.
And that's the explanation.
Okay.
That's a
So
pretty good
overall,
explanation.
how was that?
I don't know. I liked it, but it also was kind of like a dead end story to me.
How was it compared to the first two Ultimates?
I don't know.
Nowhere near as good, right?
But no, it wasn't. The other ones actually like were engaging and funny, and the artwork is still like top tier for me though.
Oh yeah. I knew you would like the artwork, but you gotta be honest, the writing was beyond cringe. The characters were even bigger jackasses, and so much of the characterization was just right out the window.
Yeah, this is kind of super forgettable.
It is
compared to the other ones. You know?
Unfortunately, though, it turns out it has bigger stakes than the other ones do.
Oh yeah, things carry over.
Oh, wait until we get to Ultimatum next, which I think we'll have time for since this went quicker than I thought. But
pretty quick.
But yeah, though. But overall, this was just garbage. Let's be honest, this was garbage overall, as far from a story standpoint. From artwork, top tier, but from writing.
Yeah, garbage.
The writing wasn't great.
Man, that was like a 3. That was like a 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, the only thing I liked about was Hank finally telling Cap where to shove it.
Right.
That was the only thing I liked about it.
There were a couple of decent parts, but for the most part, it was just nonsense.
It was like they just were cutting and pasting a lot of stuff that didn't need to be there.
We'll put this here and this person here, and we'll make this big reveal, and this was terrible.
You had a sex tape, then you had Venom show up, only it's not Venom. Then you had Wanda getting killed. Then it turns out it was Ultron, only it wasn't Ultron. It was Doom, and Magneto's now ready to take over the world. It's like, what kind of plot is this?
And then he found out it was actually her that gave him sentience because he was so horny for her.
And then it was Doom who actually gave him sentience instead. So you're like, make up your mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Give me one story.
Like Scooby-Doo, and when they do like parodies of Scooby-Doo and they're like ripping off more than like 5 masks. That's what it was.
But yeah, that was Ultimate 3. It's just as bad as its reputation, but wait until Ultimatum. It gets worse. Basically, let me put it this way. It was a story that was supposed to end with a reset button, only they skipped the reset button at the end.
Oh, God. They just let things carry over.
Yep, so we'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Bye.